I made a community post and TikTok post asking for hot takes about horror, and in this video, I'm going to go over them. Also, this idea is stolen from Troy Arroyo. Also, if you commented something and I didn't include it in this video, that's because I'm not knowledgeable on whatever topic you're talking about. So yeah, sorry, I haven't played Little Nightmares. Also, I don't know how to read, so I'm not going to read the whole comment. I'm just gonna summarize it and then show the actual comment on screen. Because some of these comments are like paragraphs. I can't read all that. Not out loud, at least. Anyways, yeah. Mascot horror creators play it too safe, and they kind of just steal from each other, and everything is the same, basically. I think this is true for mascot horror, and pretty much for everything. When a big game comes out, like Five Nights at Freddy's in 2014, a bunch of game creators do copy it, but I feel like the internet is good with making the unique ones remembered and the non-unique ones not remembered. Like, all of the big mascot horror games were original. Five Nights at Freddy's was original. Bendy and the Ink Machine, I would say, is pretty original. It has a whole art style and gimmick that I really like. It's very cartoony. Baldi's Basics was pretty original, I think. And say what you will about Ban Ban, Ban Ban is original. Nothing is stolen from anything. Ban Ban is a terrible game and terrible thing, but it is original. Its shittiness is very original. So yeah, that's my answer, I guess. People should design mascot horror characters with the mascot in mind first instead of the monster version in mind first. Because some characters don't look like mascots at all, and they look like they would never be mascots. And I agree with the first thing. I think that's just a good thing. If they're supposed to be mascots, you should probably design them as mascots first. But you should have their monster version in mind, since that's probably what you're going to see the most. I do disagree with some mascot characters not looking like mascots, though. Because you'd be surprised what some mascots look like. Ronald McDonald, he's terrifying. The old Chuck E. Cheese look pretty scary. They look like FNAF plus Freddy. Rest in peace. I can't really think of any characters that I wouldn't... Oh, actually I can. I guess Catnap and the rest of Smiling Critters look kind of terrifying. I think that's the only one I can think of, though. I feel like every other big mascot horror character looks like they could be a mascot. Scream should have stayed a standalone movie. And I disagree. I really like what they did with the Scream sequels. The first 5 Scream movies, not the 6th one. Because I feel like they all had a purpose and they all had something to talk about and do commentary about. The first Scream movie was about horror movies and all its tropes. The second movie was about sequels. The third movie was about trilogies and endings. And then they took a break. They took like a 10-year break because they had nothing to talk about now. Until horror remakes started coming out, and they did a movie about remakes with Scream 4. But they didn't milk it after that. They waited 10 more years for something new to talk about, which was modern horror, like elevated horror and requels, which were talked about in Scream 5. But now it feels like they're milking it. Like Scream 6, it was technically about franchises, but that felt like that was a last-minute decision. And Scream 7 is probably not going to be about anything like that. So I mainly disagree. I only agree with it on Scream 6. Scream 3 sucks. I disagree. I like Scream 3. It's silly, it's goofy. It's not that goofy, but it's pretty goofy. I like Roman Bridger. I do think it was one of the worst Scream movies, though. The only one below it is Scream 6, I think. But that's just showing how good the Scream movies are. Scream 3 isn't bad just because the other ones are good. Every franchise needs a snow-themed movie. I agree, I like snow. I like the imagery of blood in snow. I'm really sad about the loss of the Scream 7 Christmas movie script that got deleted when they got rid of the whole cast. That was devastating. Jason should have totally won against Freddy in Freddy vs. Jason. This one confused me because didn't he win? Didn't he cut Freddy's head off? And then there was no new movies with Freddy Krueger after that. I'm pretty sure there was only 2. Being New Nightmare, which isn't Freddy Krueger, and the remake, which was a while after, and also that's a different Freddy Krueger, a different universe, different pedophile. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure Jason won pretty good in Freddy vs. Jason. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre universe is too complicated. Universes, I guess. And I agree, it is way too complicated, because the franchise was milked so hard, and they just kept making more movies and prequels. It could be worse, though. Halloween's universe is way worse. Have you seen the whole diagram of that? But it is pretty bad, I would say. It's probably the second worst, and Halloween is the worst. And the final one, Texas Chainsaw 2 is a good movie, and I agree. I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is really fun. I really like it. It gives off YouTube vibe. I don't know what that means, but it does. Just trust me, it does. And that's it for this video. If you want a part 2, then comment hot takes, and then if I make a part 2, I'll put them in the video. Yeah, goodbye. Oh, you should also subscribe to me. I'm actually now at the point where I have above 1,000 subscribers, so if you subscribe to me, I don't get notified or told about it anymore, so I won't even appreciate it as much anymore. But you should still subscribe, because I will appreciate it when I find out about it. So yeah, goodbye. Please subscribe. Thank you.